Hey guys, and welcome back to McD Plays Dark Souls, our second episode. Quick recap, we ended up getting through the tutorial area in the first video, and we've now made our pilgrimage to Lordran. We are an undead warrior looking to break the curse. So, there's a really good story to this game. They don't flat out tell you about it. You need to read item descriptions, you have to talk to tons of people numerous times throughout the game, and you also should go over to Epic Name Bro's YouTube channel and watch some of his lore series if you guys are really interested in gaining a lot of, lore and knowledge from him. This community as a whole is fantastic, working together to kind of crack the code of these games and get such a great story out of them. So, now that we're in Lordran, I'm going to walk around, pick up a couple items, talk to a couple people, and again, just a disclaimer, I'm not a fantastic Dark Souls player. I'm just doing this to have fun, prior to Dark Souls 2 coming out, get myself reacquainted with the series, if you will. So, let's go ahead and talk to this guy right here.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first, but there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, two bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happened. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
Just giving you guys a heads up, almost every NPC in this game has a creepy-ass laugh at the end of their dialogue. Get used to it. So, yeah, we're trying to follow the prophecy that has been foretold. Originally it was ring the bell of awakening, and now there's actually two, from what this crestfallen warrior has told us. Let's talk to him one or two more times.
Ah, your face. You're practically hollow. But who knows? Going hollow could solve quite a bit.
Okay, he's referencing us being hollow.
What? Restoring your humanity? Well, there are a few ways to go about it. Collect it bit by bit from corpses. Or you can butter up a cleric and get yourself summoned. And the quickest way, although I'd never do it, is to kill a healthy undead and pillage its humanity. Coveting thy neighbor is only human, after all.
So he cryptically explained humanity in a nutshell. We picked up some humanity over here at this well. We also got one from the Asylum Demon. I'm going to go ahead, and we already have it equipped. I'm going to go ahead, unequip this soul here. And I'm going to cycle through the humanity, and I'm going to pop one right now. And that shows up at the top left-hand corner. That is our humanity counter. It's our soft humanity. That's what is on our person right now and what is active. And there's a couple things you can do with humanity. The one I am going to show you at this point in time is we're going to rest here. We're going to go ahead and offer the one humanity and reverse our hollowing. Go ahead and do that. And if you notice, by doing that, our humanity has been restored, and we are a naked human now instead of a naked bag of bones. Being human has its pluses and minuses. We can take a little bit more damage, and we can dish out a little bit more damage from my understanding. Also, this is really going to affect the multiplayer aspect of this game. I have not disconnected my internet connection for this. I am going to be going through and dealing with invasions and the like, and we'll touch on those soon. I don't want to throw too much information at you guys at one time. In the meantime, let's go ahead and try to get a few more items. Head over here, pick up some fire bombs. Those are an equipable item right here, and we could use the X button, and what we'll do is we could hurl one, and wherever it lands, it will blow up in a bit of fire. Also, you can notice I sat at this bonfire, this main bonfire, one of the main bonfires of the entire game. I sat there, and our Estus is now at 10. Most of the bonfires we encounter when we sit at them will only fill up to 5. This one will fill us up to 10. So, a little bit of knowledge. Now you know. I'm going to go up these stairs, and we are going to talk to another NPC.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted.
Nope.
I am Petrus of Thoroland. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
I just wanted to make some conversation, bro. But let's go back and talk again.
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance. But I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will.
Oh, really?
Here, take this, as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you.
We got a copper coin. Hey, I'm a big fucking spender now, man. Let's go ahead and continue to talk to him.
Oh my, you again. Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you?
I'm not really a miracle guy, but I would like to kind of explain factions, or groups. Let's go ahead and speak about covenants, shall we?
Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods.
So we already belong to this
Now
covenant
let
because
me
we are a
share my
knight.
miracles.
But if we
Only
weren't a knight,
their ultimate
we would join his
effectiveness
covenant.
will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
There are many covenants in this game that you can join. I will probably join quite a few throughout the game, but this is the Way of White covenant. I'm going to go ahead. Now that we're in this covenant, we can learn miracles from Petrus. We can also purchase some items, talk to him a little bit, get some information. We could also learn this gesture. I'm going to go ahead and learn this gesture. Shrug, one of my most favorite gestures. Go ahead. We're already in the covenant. We could purchase some items from him and some miracles. Again, I'm not big on miracles. We could purchase the talisman. Talismans are what are needed to use or perform miracles. So hold off on that stuff. Let's talk to him just a little bit more.
My companions are Milady and her young knights. She is young, but burdened by an undead mission. We are her defenses, to keep her from harm.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead.
Come again.
We'll
The
leave this dude.
effectiveness of the teachings depend upon your faith.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead. And should I put pants on? I don't think so. I think we're going to stay without pants for right now. But I do want to run around a bit more, pick up a couple more items before we actually make progress in this game. They were referencing 2 Bells of Awakening, one in the Undead Berg and one far below in Blighttown. If I'm a madman, I would go down to Blighttown first, but I am not a madman. Actually, quite the contrary, I'm pretty sane. I'm going to go down to this little hidden area here. We're going to head up to the Berg first. We're going to open up these chests, all containing some items. Homeward Bones, you can use those anywhere, and they will warp you back to the last bonfire you rested at. We've got a Morning Star and a Talisman, so I didn't have to buy a Talisman from Petrus. This chest contains Cracked Red Eye Orbs, I believe. Yep, 4 of them. Cracked Red Eye Orbs are what you can use to warp into another player's world and try to pursue him and kill him for some humanity. And this chest is Lloyd's Talismans, I believe. Yes, so we got some stuff. There's a graveyard below here. And I'm going to go ahead and run through this graveyard. There's going to be some enemies that show up. They are beatable, but I don't feel like dealing with them. We're going to do a couple laps on this graveyard and just pick up some items that I am interested in. So let's go down here first, run through, and you can see that these corpses are reassembling themselves. A couple skeletons here, and a couple more right here as well. I don't know if I'm going to use all these items that we pick up, but I'm going to go ahead and grab them anyway. Got this Vaihinda, a two-handed sword. It's enormous. Go ahead and grab this winged spear. Should probably run past this big giant skeleton. And run the hell out of this grave. Oh, I got caught up. Got caught up on the steps. Run the hell out of this graveyard. There's the crow's butt that dropped us off. Hey, Mr. Crow. these skeletons still have aggro. They will follow you for quite a while. So we got to get back to the bonfire. If we rest at a bonfire, enemies should disappear. So I'm going to go ahead, grab this soul, and we're going to jump off, roll through, land. There we go. A successful run through the graveyard. We got one more that we want to do. There is a shield in there that I want to grab. So we rested, healed up. Those skeletons are back to where they were. We're going to go to the graveyard through a different path this time. Before we do that, we're going to go out here onto this ledge, move around, and grab this hidden soul right here. I haven't used my souls yet, I realize that, but, you know, bear with me, guys. I'm still unsure if I actually want to use them to level up right away, or use them to make my equipment better. I'm not even sure what I really want to make of this character right now. Like, do I want to make a dex build? Do I want to make a strength build and wield this Vaihinda? I don't know. Honestly, don't know. So, gonna sit tight on that. You know, I probably won't make any rash decisions in this episode. I'll probably figure that out in between recordings today. So we're gonna run and jump off this one more time. And there we go. Rest at the bonfire. And I believe we picked up most of the items that I wanted to get right around here. So there's nothing really left to do except for head to the Berg right now. Undead Berg is our first stop in this area. Ah, this is interesting. So you see this blood stain right here. We can touch this, and it's going to show us this spirit right here. And this is an actual other player who jumped to his death, apparently. This is another player playing the game right now, and if you click on his bloodstain, you can see how he died. I was curious as to see why there was a bloodstain right here, if skeletons got to him or what, but yeah, he just decided to dive off this cliff here to his death. And now you can read these messages. These are messages from actual players. This player is stating that they need humanity. If you hit select, you can rate this up or down. By rating this up, I believe the person that wrote this message, if they are online right now, will get a single humanity from me. So I'll be a nice guy, rate that up. Hopefully he got some humanity. I don't know why he needs humanity right now. We're just in the beginning of the game. So, we've got some enemies already. We got some hollows. And they're going to start coming at us. We're going to lure them out one by one. That is a... Oh, okay. This guy, I forgot, can jump pretty far. That's a really good tactic to have down, is luring enemies out one by one in this game. You don't want to get swamped. Even the simplest of enemies, even the easiest enemies to kill, if you get a bunch of them at one time surrounding you, they can take you out. Anything can kill you in this game. We actually have a hollow that we just took out right there that was throwing some fire bombs. And both of these undead that we've already killed have dropped some items. That might be because we have we are in a human form right now. If we are in human form, our item find increases, and it actually will increase even more by how much humanity we have at the top left corner, how many humanity we have popped. It scales all the way up to 10 humanity. You can have more than 10 humanity on your active on your person, but that item find will max out at 10 humanity. So we've picked up some more souls. Got this passageway right here. We're going to head to the left here, and we're going to come across this rat. I'm going to go ahead and just slash away at him. He has bitten me, so he has poisoned me. And I really didn't want him to poison me, but you know what? At least he's going to show off this mechanic right here of being poisoned. Once you're poisoned, your health will slowly work its way down. The only way you can cure poison is by resting at a bonfire, or you could also pop a purple moss clump. We're going to go back to the bonfire. I know it's tedious, but I would like to just head back to the bonfire. Hopefully we'll get there before we die. Let's just pop an Estus just to be safe. There we go. And we'll sit at the bonfire. Estus will go back to 10. And we are cured of that poison. So maybe we can make a better run of these characters over here. I'm glad we got the poison out of the way early on. I probably should have done a downward strike with my longsword on that enemy, on the rat, because that is in a smaller area, a more confined area, you want to try to do one of those slashes. Let's go ahead. Like a downward thrust, you know? Let's go ahead and time through these fire bombs. Do another backstab on this guy. Two-hand our sword, and we'll knock the shit out of that undead. Wait for this guy to come down, and we'll go ahead and wipe the floor with him. You'll notice that I haven't been doing too many parries. That's just because, you know, I'm pretty bad at parries. If I'm two-handed right now and I do a regular attack, it should be a downward strike. So let's go ahead and just... Yeah, that's a downward strike. That way we can, you know, put the drop on that rat. And we're going to continue down this hallway here. There's going to be the set staircase. We're going to go up this staircase. And we're going to be into the next section of the game, known as the Undead Berg. Hit. Hit it, please. Boom. There we go. And another mechanic showing up a little early here, which I'm thankful for. Got to take out these two hollows first. They are blocking, so they're taking a little bit of damage because they're blocking, but they're, you know, guarding from a lot of it from what I'm dealing. Yeah, these white signs, they're summon signs. We can't summon anybody right now. We don't have a soapstone to do that, but this character obviously does. They've laid it down. If you are in human form and you come across one of these signs, you can touch the summon sign and summon another player into your world, and they can help you, you know, take on your surroundings. I'm going to go ahead and not do that right now. I could maybe show off that mechanic later, but I'm not going to rely on it too much. Let's go ahead, take out a couple more of these hollows. Got this one in the house, and just get a backstab up his ass and drop him. Before I move through this fog, I'm going to go to this kind of hidden area right here. Couple barrels in the way. I'm just going to roll through these barrels and break them, drop down to this ledge, and pick up another Soul of the Lost Undead. Continue on our way right here. There is a hollow waiting for us. And we'll go into this house, and I think there's an item over here. Another soul piece, I think. Yep. Got it. And another hollow catching us, or trying to catch us by surprise, but I didn't let that happen. Let's go ahead and head down here. I believe he was hanging off this ledge right here, just like this guy is. Go ahead. Knock him down in one strike. Yeah, the other one that ambushed us up there was actually hanging off this ledge. He just saw me and aggroed quickly, and you can see a couple more trying to catch the guy, get the drop on us, but we'll be ready for him. Let's read some of these messages. Up? I don't know. Be wary of lying in ambush. Thanks, man. I was aware of it, but, you know, thank you for giving other people a heads up. I'm going to go over here. Walk slowly out. Hi, guys. Just going to whack them right here. The other two are going to pop up. If you just ran past the first two, they would start climbing up, and all four would be out at one time. We've picked up some rubbish. Go ahead and get to this ladder. We're going to use A to climb up this ladder. Also, if you hold B, you can slide down the ladder. Just, you know, getting down a ladder quicker. Nice little mechanic. Let's go ahead and make our way to the end of this part of the wall. We're going to pick up some humanity. I'm not going to use that humanity just yet. Actually, since I'm pretty familiar with the beginning of this game, I should be popping the humanity right now and just getting my item find up. You know what? Maybe we'll do that. Let's get rid of the Cracked Eye Orbs and the Lloyd's Talisman. I don't need to have easy access to them. Let's go ahead and pop our humanity. One thing I am worried about is being invaded and getting my ass kicked by another player. Players can invade you if they are within, I believe, 10 levels of you. So I am human right now. They can invade, and I'm at soul level 1. I haven't leveled up at all yet, so we could get invaded. The Berg can be a hot spot for being invaded. I'm going to walk through this fog, pick up another Soul of the Lost Undead, and just... Oh, I thought it was going to be on my quick bar. It is not. I've also haven't put on any armor yet, but that's okay. We're dealing fine. Let's just move up here, and we're going to move slowly. Because of that huge drake. Note, it's a drake, not a dragon. Most of the dragons were led extinct by Gwyn and his soldiers years ago. And I'm just going to kind of aggro some of these guys out here. There is a crossbowman up there. I don't want to take damage from him. Okay, and take these guys out. There is another one hidden behind this wall. Let's go ahead and con him out. We'll dodge these arrows. Get the backstab in. And if you are in a backstab motion, arrows will go right through you. Most enemy attacks will go right through you. We do have the mystery key, which is going to unlock... It was the gift that we took when we created our character. It's going to unlock a lot of different doors for us. I believe the wooden shield is a better shield for us to have right now, so I'm going to go ahead... Actually, it's not. If you X to toggle your display, you can check out the stats on this. It does way less, but it doesn't block 100% physical damage like the Tower Kite shield does. Also, if you tab on Select... You can actually go through and get a description of what all of these stats are. I should not be sitting here at the item screen because this game does not pause. There is no pause feature. If enemies wanted to come after me, they would by now. I just happen to know that this guy didn't want to be aggroed to me. Let's go ahead. I couldn't get a swipe done quick enough on this man. So I took a little bit of damage. There's a fireplace in there, or a bonfire, I should say, in there. We're going to ignore it for the time being. I just want to make a round here, pick up some more items, get some more souls, and we have a couple of these guys. Oh, another mechanic I haven't gone over yet. So, if you hit up on the stick and soft attack at the same time, you will do a kick. So that can be used to break the defensive enemies, like these guys right here. If I just hit a regular attack on him, he's gonna block. He's gonna block that attack. Oh, well, usually he blocks that attack. I don't know why he chose not to this time. He is pissed off, by the way. Let's go ahead. We're going to roll out of that. Why is he pissed now? He's not putting up his shield. Put up your shield. I said put up your shield. His shield's up now. Let's break his guard by... Well, we're going to sit here and just let him hit us. Okay. You know what? Let's break both their guards. I can just walk up. We're going to kick. It breaks their defense, and you can get a couple strikes in before they block again. And one of them... I'm actually being invaded right now. This is not cool. What? This is the worst timing. And, oh, shit. You guys can't even see what we're dealing with right now. It looks like another character who is at soul level 1, but has a lot of attacks on us. He's already poisoned us. This is not good. I want to get back to the bonfire. This is what I was fearing the most. Was being poisoned. We're probably going to die to this guy. But you know what? Let's go out in a blaze of glory. And he has made me toxic now, too. Toxic is a more intense form of being poisoned. So, that happened. I would like to try to get a backstab on this guy. He has somehow fallen down there. He's going to have to go back up the shortcut. And now I'm going to try to get to the bonfire, see if I can make it. I don't think the bonfire is actually capable of being activated when you're invaded. So let's go ahead and go up here. That toxic is really taking a number on us. Yup, the fog wall is up because we have been invaded. We are going to die regardless. There's no way we're going to be able to stop this dude from kicking our ass. So, you know what? While we're doing that, let's go ahead and just try to speed things up and, you know, kill some more enemies here before we die. We'll make our lap here of shit we want to do. So the first death in the game is going to result from an actual player and not from... Oh, there he is right there. He's going to get the backstab. I am now dead. Good for you, dude. Way to troll at soul level 1. Well, what is it? Indeed. Damn. So, now I've lost the humanity that was on my person. I've lost all my souls. I'm going to have to get back to where I died. I have one shot to do this. If I can get back to where I died, there is going to be my essence there, my aura, and if I pick it up, I will regain all of the humanity and souls that I dropped, and that is definitely big for me because I haven't used any of my souls since the beginning of the game. We want to have those souls so we can level up or purchase better items. So I think we're going to end up getting back to our body, picking that up, and then we'll make it to the bonfire and call it a day on this video. I'm sorry that it was so scattered. I was doing really well, was being pretty cocky in my abilities to handle the Berg in the early goings, but you know, that's what I get for being human, and being human caused me to be invaded, and like I said earlier, the Berg is a hot spot for being invaded. There are people that will beat this game without leveling up at all. They will do a soul level 1 run. They'll upgrade their items and their armor. They won't upgrade their actual stats. And, you know, being at level 1 opens you up to being able to invade everybody. So that guy was extremely overpowered. He had shit that we wouldn't fathom of getting at this point in the game. Way later on instead. And, you know what? We're just going to go through the Berg as quickly as we can. We've already picked up a majority of items in our first run here. Just want to go ahead, pick up the last couple items before the bonfire, and then we will call it a day. But you know what? I'm glad that dude showed up. I'm glad he kicked my ass. I'm glad he used certain things that, you know, I wouldn't be explaining for a while. Toxic. He had some toxic darts, I believe, that he threw at me. And again, toxic is just a more intensified version of poison. It saps out even more life per hit over time. Once you get toxic in this game, you better have an item that cures it, like a blooming purple moss clump. Because if you stay toxic for more than 15 seconds, you better be able to handle it, or else you're going to die. We're going to go ahead and take out this hollow here. We got one more to contend with before we move back up here. Actually, I lied. There was another one that was behind that wall that he broke through earlier. We'll get the... Well, I was thinking we'd get the backstab on him, but no, that's not the case. This guy dropped an item. He dropped a short sword, but I'm content with my long sword. Now, I want to go back to where we died, but we're going to go ahead and take out this crossbowman first. Couple messages here. Skeleton ahead. Thanks for the heads up. Needs soldier. I am not going to go back to human. Not for a bit after what happened here. So, I haven't defeated the boss in this area yet, and if you haven't defeated the boss in this area, you can be invaded. If you have defeated the boss, you won't be able to be invaded by other characters, which is fine by me. We will move through here, and there was an undead laying in wait last time. There he is. Got him. And here is the essence, our aura, our humanity that we were speaking of, our body... Our lost power, that is the actual term for it. Hit A, retrieve it. You can see that the humanity is back up at the top left. My 5,000 souls are there. I'm going to go down here. And we got a couple hollows. We're going to let them attack us. Open up. And we'll just swipe away at them. We have two more. Go ahead, come at me, bro. And you know what? I thought I got... that one off to the right first, but I swang and a miss. Swung? Proper English would be nice. Now, there was an NPC merchant not too far behind us, but there is something I don't want to forget to pick up. There's a couple things I want to grab up here. Just showing you guys a couple hidden items. We have some throwing knives. And there is this broken bridge that we passed earlier, and we can jump to that right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a running start, tap B, and jump. And probably miss. Oh, we didn't. We got lucky. We did not roll off. I thought we were going to, but we didn't. We're going to move up these stairs, move around here, and we can pick up the light crossbow and some standard bolts. Nice little get at the beginning of the game. I can just drop down right here. And also, quick tip, if you just drop directly off a high ledge, you just drop right off, you will, well, you'll see that our knees kind of brace, and you kind of get stuck for a second. It's more intense from a higher drop, but if you actually tap roll at the right time when dropping off the ledge, you will stop yourself from being stunned, and you'll be able to roll through it. Also, I believe you won't take as much damage. I could be wrong. Feel free to correct me on that, guys. Dark Souls community... super protective of their of Dark Souls knowledge. I feel like there's going to be a lot of people in the comments saying, no, you're doing this wrong, Dingus, or you explain this wrong. What's wrong with you? Let's talk to this merchant. He's got some interesting tidbits.
Well now, you seem to have your wits about you, hmm? Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
What'd I tell you? Some scary stuff this guy, or some scary laughs coming at the end of these dialogues. We're gonna continue to talk to him.
Things are getting treacherous in these parts. A horrible goat demon has moved in below. And up above, there's that humongous drake and a bull demon too. If you stick around this place, it might end up being your grave.
So he gave us some information in regards to some of the bosses that we're going to come across later on. But we're going to go ahead and look through his purchasable items. The orange guidance soapstone. That's so we can leave messages to other players. He also holds the residence key, a key that will open a certain door later on in the Berg that the mystery key will not open. One of the only doors the mystery key won't open. Repair box, bottomless box. We will come across those later. He's also got a wide variety of weapons. I'm going to go ahead. I can't remember where you can pick up the scimitar later in the game, but it's only 600 souls. Should I pick it up? What I really want to get is the short bow. We're going to go ahead for 1,000 souls, purchase the short bow. We're also going to get some standard arrows. I'm going to say about 200 will be fine for me. And there we go. It leaves us with half of the souls that we acquired. Go over here. He sells some armor as well, but I'm not interested in any of that stuff. And, yeah.
Thank you kindly.
I would not advise to do this if this is your first time in Dark Souls, but I'm going to do it.
You've gone mad, have you? I'll teach you,
Yep.
you lousy rat.
So we're going to piss off
Yulia!
this merchant.
Yulia!
We're going to kill this
Finally,
merchant.
Little Yulia.
And he's going to drop some items that I was looking at. I knew not to purchase them because I knew that he dropped them. He drops the residence key, one piece of humanity, and the orange guidance soapstone. He also will drop his precious weapon he lovingly calls Yulia, the Uchigatana, a really badass sword that we might use later on in the game. Again, I'm still unsure of how I want to build this character. NPCs, you can attack pretty much anything in this game. If you attack them and don't kill them, they will stay pissed off at you for quite a while until you do something about it. Yeah. And be wary. Some NPCs can be really valuable. There are some that I just straight up will not kill in this game at all. And you'll end up seeing them sooner or later. That guy, he drops more valuable things that I would like to own. He doesn't really serve any purpose to me besides the Uchigatana, the soapstone, the key, and bow and arrow. I mean, you can get bow and arrow later on, but I'd like to get it early going. And here's our next bonfire. We're going to light it up. We're going to sit down. And there we go. We have now successfully saved. And we've been through a lot this episode. But, you know, we're going to pick it up here next time. Keep moving through the Berg. Thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like and comment on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time.